The Damned is a gothic horror film and mystery. It's set in the 19th century. A young widow is heading up a group of men where they're hunkered down for the winter, a cold winter in the frozen tundra, and they have to survive the winter. It's a fishing village, and a ship sinks in the far distance, gets caught in the ice and sinks. And the sailors that are left, they can hear them screaming in the distance, but they're because they have so limited supplies to survive the winter, they let them die. Then they find washed up on shore barrels filled with supplies, and they think, well, we're going to go out there and we're going to get some supplies. So Eva, played by Odessa Young, and a group of men go out to try and get the supplies when they notice some of the men have survived standing on a rock. But they know if they save these men, they may ruin their chances of surviving the winter. So they allow them to die and push them off the boat as they're trying to get on. So they're these men. So then it's I really like the tone of this. So then they go back to shore and they bury the bodies of the men. But if they don't bury them a certain way, they might reanimate to life. Not as zombies, but there's a potential curse. What they've done has cursed them, and odd things keep happening. Where this group of men, it almost reminded me of the first Alien movie or The Thing, where it's like a group of people, everyone's paranoid. There's something out there, and one by one, they're getting picked off. I really love the tone of this thing. It's a tight 90-minute gothic horror. It has a surprise. I'll say a surprising third act. Some shocking deaths, and it's the tone of it. It's dark winter. On the shores, everything's frozen, and everything can kill you, including the elements. And I just really, really was into it. The whole thing is like one of those where you're on edge the whole movie, and it's the perfect running time, 89 minutes. It's directed by Thordur Poulsen, and it's an Irish film. It was an Irish production. And I have to say, like, if you're looking for like a good, solid horror that is all about like turn off all the lights, watch this. I mean, I saw it in a theater, and it's still in theaters. It opened last week, actually. This is good. This is good. So solid 6.5, which is good in my book, not great. But I got to say, I really was into it. We're like, it's just, you're on edge the whole movie because all the characters are on edge. Like so many things can kill them, the elements, the sea, and them witnessing all these men die. And then they actually, they're basically cursed after being responsible and not saving them, and what the cost is of making that choice. They could have saved them, but they would have basically killed themselves because they have only limited amount of food to survive the winter. So I quite like this and recommend it. It's a good streaming movie, I'll say, and a solid, because to me a good horror film is all about the tone, and this hit it. So I liked it quite a bit. Yeah. So recommend from me.
Yeah, I'm intrigued just by the setup.